If you have an 82 through 2002 Camaro, Firebird, or Trans Am with rotted out rear bump stops, you could just go spend 70 bucks on factory replacements. Or you can let me show you how I replaced mine for under $15 and without doing any cutting on the car. That's what's coming up on this episode of So this is the driver's side of the car. I've got the wheel and tire removed and the vehicle on jack stands. Basically, all that's left of my bump stops is just the metal mounting plate. The rubber is completely gone. What you should have is something like this, roughly, where you're gonna have the actual bump stop, and that's all gone. Not sure how long it's been gone, but it's gone. To get what's left of this old bump stop out, we just gotta remove 2 half-inch bolts. With the old bump stop mounting plate out of the way, we now have room for our new bump stop, which is going to be one of these. I picked it up off of eBay. I paid about $7 a piece. I'm going to put the part number down in the description. What this is actually a bump stop from a Jeep. When it comes to mounting this bump stop to this car, this tab right here becomes the obstacle because the mounting plate on here is completely flat. And when you line up the bolt holes, it just doesn't work. Now, a lot of guys will just cut this tab off the car, and technically that would work, but I would rather modify the part than permanently modifying the car if that's at all possible. And it turns out that that's really not that difficult to do. What I did is I took the bolts, I stuck them through the bump stop, and then used the bolts to line up where the bump stop should be in the car. Then I took a pencil and I marked where I'd need to make a relief cut in the mounting plate. And then using a Dremel and a cutoff wheel, it wasn't pretty, but I was able to cut the backing plate and make a relief cut for that tab. Then it's just a matter of using a utility blade to cut a relief out of the rubber. And it turns out it's probably going to be about a ½ inch we'll have to take out. Once that's done, there should be room for this tab and the mounting plate should fit flush with the car. And there it is. One more thing I want to mention before we get these mounted back in the car. There's an elongated hole on one side, and that's filled with rubber when you buy it. It's not completely closed off, but it's a perfectly round hole. So what you want to do is take a razor knife and trim out that rubber so that you get a nice elongated hole, and that's going to make it a lot easier to get these lined up when it's mounting. It'll give you a little bit of room, a little bit of play for that bolt to move back and forth. And there it is. That's how you can replace your bump stops for almost nothing without cutting up your beloved car. For more automotive DIY content like this, don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my other videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.